Now this is like Raina's third time, so I'm just looking. Yeah, so it looks like Raina's ready, and I'm sure that if you guys found this video, you're probably interested in teaching your horse how to smile. Now this is something that I've only messed with Raina like twice. She's an American Mustang. I've had her for about a year, and you know, it was actually a goal of mine to get her to take treats because they're so independent. And so teaching your horse how to smile is just a kind of a cute thing. It's a cool little trick that you can show your friends. And honestly, after a good ride at the end of the day, or at the end of a good ride, I would like to be able to give them a treat. And so this is a cool way just to go ahead and teach them something really simple. And of course, this goes without saying, if you already have a horse that's going to mug you for treats, you probably want to be wary about how you go out doing this. I always make sure that my horses are respectful about the whole situation. And actually, this is a way that I can ask them to do something and then they can get it. So let's see how we go with Raina here. So what I've actually got is some little alfalfa. I went and found the longest alfalfa pellets that I could in the bag there. But you can use some sort of treat. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take this alfalfa pellet. I'm going to hold it in my hand. I'm going to wait for Raina to center back here a little bit. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to touch the end of her nose. Just go right up between those little nodules in her nose, and I'm going to wait for her to kind of, there you go. What I'm waiting for is for her little top lip to kind of hang when you ask it to go up. So first they might be just trying to take the treat out of your hand, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to get them to pick their heads up just a little bit, and I'm touching the end of her nose with this, and I'm waiting for her just to kind of pause with that lip, that top lip. And because they're like, I just want the food. There you go. And so this is something that you don't have to get it the first day, right? You'll see some of those horses, and man, they'll just hold their lip up in the air, and it's really cute. You know, I just do this a couple times at the end of a ride, way to give them a treat. At first, they're just after the food. They're not really realizing they're learning necessarily this trick. And so another thing I'll do is I'll take my pointer finger, and as I hold this, I usually hold the alfalfa pellet between my middle finger and my thumb, and this is going to eventually be the cue, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to wean her on to the fact that I'm going to do this with my, yeah, that was pretty good. So you guys can see at first I start using the treat to go up her nose to get that lip to pop up, but then I can use my finger. So here, I'll do one more time. Let's see how we go. She gave us a pretty good one that time. So I'm going to take my finger like this and get her, see if she can hold that lip. Now this is like Raina's third time, so I'm just looking. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty good. So that's what we're going for, is taking that finger right up the lip. Every time you start to teach them, you're just waiting for them to hold that lip just for a second, just a pause, and then you give them the treat. All right, so it's quite literally positive reinforcement. But I'm going to do this one last time, and we're going to call it quits, because we want her to kind of get the idea that she's not just after the treat, but she's also after that she's actually doing the trick here. So just wait. You guys can see she's just opening and closing her mouth right now. I'm going to get this a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So that's how we're going to do it. My wife's standing behind the camera, and she wants me to go ahead and mess with her mare. And one of the things you guys can keep in mind is Raina's tied up here. A lot of horses, if they get really pushy about the treat, she understands personal space, but you want to make sure your horse isn't walking on top of you to mug you for the food. So you can put them in cross ties. You could tie them up, and we actually have stalls over here that have yokes in them. So while you don't want them mugging people walking down the aisleway and a habit, you could also let them be in their stall. That way they're starting to get the idea that they can walk forward, but they're not going to end up on top of you. All right, guys, so with all of that in mind, we hope you guys find this insightful and helpful. If you guys are looking for other things to teach your horses, you can most definitely check out our Liberty Horse series. We have our Foundation Groundwork, we have a Hackamore Horse series, and much, much more that are on our YouTube channel. So you guys be sure to find Colton Maredith Horsemanship. You guys can like and subscribe, leave your comments, ask questions, let us know if you have video requests. We're happy to oblige and help you guys, but we greatly appreciate y'all tuning in with this journey, and be sure to share with your friends. We'll catch you guys next time.